There was once a small shop in a crowded market, run by a shopkeeper who appeared completely ordinary. To everyone around him, he was polite, quiet, and minding his own business. Customers trusted him, staff respected him, and no one ever suspected that behind his calm appearance, he was hiding a terrifying secret. Inside the shop, there was a single door at the back. It was different from the rest. The door was always locked, no matter the time of day. Even the shop staff were strictly forbidden from going near it. Whenever someone asked about the door, the shopkeeper would change the subject or give a vague answer, saying it was just story. One afternoon, a customer arrived with his young daughter. While the father focused on buying groceries, the little girl wandered around the shop, curious and playful. As she explored, she slowly made her way toward the locked door. Suddenly, she froze. From behind the door, she heard her name. At first, fear ran through her body. She stepped back, her heart racing. But then the voice spoke again, soft, gentle, and familiar. It sounded kind, almost loving. Slowly, the fear faded, replaced by curiosity. The girl began whispering back, talking to the unseen voice as if it were a friend. Moments later, the shopkeeper rushed toward her. His expression changed instantly. He shouted at the girl angrily, scolding her for standing near the door. Startled and scared, the girl burst into tears. Her father hurried over, apologized, and took his daughter away, calming her down as they left the shop. The incident was quickly forgotten. Also, it seemed, but something had already begun. The voice behind the door had been heard, and it would not stay silent for long. A few days later, the little girl returned to the shop, but this time, she wasn't alone. Her older brother was with her. Their parents believed nothing was wrong and allowed them to visit while running errands nearby. As soon as they entered the shop, the girl felt drawn toward the back again. While her brother stayed busy looking at toys, she quietly slipped away and walked toward the mysterious door. This time, something was different. The lock was missing. Her heart began to pound. Slowly, she pushed the door open. Inside, darkness swallowed her. The room was cold, silent, and emptier, so it appeared at first. The smell in the air was heavy and unsettling. As her eyes adjusted, she heard the voice again, calling her name from deep within the shadows. The voice sounded closer now. It spoke gently, asking her to come inside. The girl stepped forward, responding softly, believing she was speaking to a friend. But as she moved deeper into the room, the tone of the voice began to change. Without warning, something grabbed her throat. She tried to scream, but no sound came out. Small hands clawed at the air as the unseen force tightened its grip. Her vision blurred as she struggled to breathe. In seconds, her body went limp. From the darkness, a figure dragged her deeper into the shadows, vanishing completely. Outside, her brother searched the shop in panic. He called her name again and again, but there was no response. Terrified, he ran home and told his parents that his sister had disappeared. The police were contacted immediately. That night, officers arrived at the shop to investigate. The shopkeeper stood nearby, nervous and shaking, watching as they examined every corner. When the police approached the back door, they found it locked once again. With trembling hands, the shopkeeper unlocked it, and then the truth was revealed. As the door creaked open, a wave of terror swept through everyone present. From inside the room, a horrifying figure lunged forward, a woman with wild hair, distorted features, and eyes filled with madness. She screamed and attacked, forcing the police to retreat in shock. After restraining her, officers entered the room fully. What they discovered froze their blood. scattered across the dark space were the remains of multiple children. The air was thick with death and despair. It was clear that this place had been hiding unspeakable horrors for years. The shopkeeper collapsed to his knees, finally breaking down. Through tears and broken words, he confessed the truth. The woman was his daughter. Years ago, she had suffered a severe head injury while playing. The injury changed her completely. She became violent, uncontrollable, and dangerous, especially toward children. In moments of madness, she attacked and even killed. Terrified of losing her and afraid of what others would do, the shopkeeper made a monstrous decision. He cut part of her tongue so she could barely speak and locked her away behind the shop store, hiding her from the world for 10 long years. But locking away madness only made it worse. The police arrested the shopkeeper immediately. The woman was taken to a mental institution, restrained and screaming. As her dark secret finally came to light, the shop was sealed forever. And the town learned a horrifying lesson that some doors are locked not to protect what's inside, but to protect the world from it.